Do you ever look in the mirror and think your face looks duller than it used to? Maybe you got those dark spots, almost like shadows under your bones, or those age spots on both cheeks. They're too distinct, and they've appeared too quickly to just be a normal part of getting older. This is something hospitals don't often talk about. But after 40 years of treating countless patients, I've seen the truth firsthand. I've discovered a method so simple that no one ever thought to mention it. Now, I'm going to share that real answer with you. Hello, I'm 75 years old, a dermatologist named Arthur Jones. I used to be a professor at the University of California Medical Center, and I still see patients 3 days a week through a special clinic. My life has been dedicated to diagnosing and treating skin conditions for countless people. Yet, in reality, I was late to recognize the pain of the person closest to me. I poured myself into research and clinical experience, wanting to help people regain healthy skin. But I feel a deep sense of shame for not applying that wisdom to the one person right by my side. I gained a reputation as a dermatologist from a young age, working tirelessly and receiving praise from many. But behind that reputation was an always busy schedule, casting a shadow of neglect over my most important relationship, my family. I only truly noticed what was happening when I looked at my wife, Sarah. She was wearing a hat pulled low, and every night I'd hear her quietly sobbing by the mirror. The reason was the deep-set blemishes and age spots that had formed on her face. Every day, I saw my wife's face and simply thought, it's just the passage of time. It's a natural part of getting old. I was blinded by the easy assumption that it wasn't a big deal and never imagined she was suffering so much. All the knowledge and experience I had built up as a dermatologist seemed worthless because I couldn't even recognize the pain of the person I loved most. The pride I felt for having dedicated my life to dermatology research shattered into a million pieces the night I heard my wife's quiet crying. My heart felt like it was breaking. A wave of regret washed over me, making me question what I had been living for. That night, I made a decision. I was going to find a way to restore the skin's natural healing ability without expensive procedures or cosmetics. My guilt for having overlooked her pain and my sense of responsibility as a dermatologist became my guiding lights. I began to immerse myself in countless dermatology papers and traditional medicine texts. Regardless of the time or date, I wasn't just looking for advanced hospital equipment or expensive drugs. I began a deep study of the principles of how common, natural ingredients could benefit the skin. I was trying to add a new perspective to the knowledge I had accumulated over decades. Have you ever had a similar moment? A pain that goes beyond a superficial problem and settles deep in your heart. From that moment on, I started searching for a method, delving into Western medicine, Eastern, traditional wisdom, and the latest research. I wasn't just looking to relieve symptoms, but to nurture the skin's fundamental strength. After countless trials and validations, I finally found the answer: green tea, a staple in many kitchens. I delved into countless studies and the latest research on the amazing properties of green tea. I confirmed that multiple studies have proven that green tea is more than just a beverage. It has excellent benefits for skin health. I was captivated by its powerful, natural antioxidant and melanin inhibiting effects, as well as its potential as a safe, all-natural ingredient that doesn't stress the skin. At first, my wife was skeptical. An entire life as a doctor, and now you're talking about green tea. She'd sometimes say, but I was confident. I consistently applied this natural concoction to her skin every day. I had her apply green tea extract and drink it regularly. The changes were astonishing. Within just 3 weeks, an incredible transformation took place. Her deep spots visibly faded, her overall skin tone became brighter, and most importantly, her once somber face was once again filled with a gentle, joyful smile. She no longer cried in front of the mirror. Seeing her smile brightly and say, "It's thanks to you," brought me more satisfaction and happiness than any professional success. I sincerely want you to experience for yourself how a small change like this can bring so much happiness and confidence into your life. If this story has helped you, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Every single click you make gives this valuable knowledge the power to reach more people. 4 confirmed benefits of green tea for fading blemishes and age spots. Yes, Green tea's power to inhibit melanin. The component in green tea called epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG for short, effectively suppresses the activity of tyrosinase, an enzyme that plays a crucial role in producing melanin. This is like halting the melanin production process at its source. It fundamentally prevents melanin from forming and rising to the skin surface, where it will create blemishes and age spots. This prevents new spots from forming and gradually fades existing pigmentation. 76-year-old Mrs. Miller had been struggling with deep, almost bone-like dark spots on both cheeks for decades. She worked in the fields from a young age, so her sun damage was particularly severe. Whenever she went out, she hid her face behind a mask or a wide-brimmed hat. I taught her how to use a green tea extract pack. She would mix freshly brewed green tea with a little fresh tomato juice, soak a clean cotton pad in the mixture, and place it on the pigmented areas on her cheeks like a mask. She applied it for 5 to 10 minutes every evening. She told me that after only 2 weeks, the borders of her spots became blurred and their color visibly faded. Now, she just wears a light sunscreen when she goes out, and it makes me happy to see her so confident. To make the pack, mix green tea extract with a little fresh tomato juice. Soak a clean cotton pad in the mixture and apply it to the areas with blemishes and age spots like a mask. Leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes. Then rinse your face thoroughly with lukewarm water and apply a moisturizer. Repeat this 2 to 3 times a week. A word of caution: if you brew the green tea for too long, the tannin content can increase and cause dryness or irritation in people with sensitive skin. It's important to use green tea extract that has been brewed for an appropriate amount of time. What method do you currently use to manage your blemishes? Do you think expensive procedures or cosmetics are the only way? Have you ever considered trusting the power of nature to regulate melanin production itself? Are catechins antioxidant power against UV damage? Green tea is rich in catechins, which are powerful antioxidants that effectively reduce the oxidative stress caused by UV radiation, which damages skin cells and causes spots to darken. This is like creating an internal defense barrier that protects your skin from UV rays. UV radiation is the most powerful external factor that causes and worsens blemishes and age spots, and the catechins in green tea increase the skin's resistance to this external attack. They also protect skin cells and reduce inflammatory reactions. 80-year-old Mrs. Davis spent her life in a coastal village, constantly exposed to strong sunlight. Every summer, her existing spots would quickly darken, and she was always worried about new spots appearing. After she consistently drank green tea every day and used the green tea extract pack topically as I instructed, she was amazed. She told me new spots weren't appearing as much, and the existing ones weren't getting darker anymore. Her skin felt stronger against the sun. Drinking 1 to 3 cups of green tea a day is a good practice. Drinking it 1 to 2 hours after a meal is best to avoid interfering with iron absorption. Combining the green tea extract pack with drinking green tea will double the effect. The antioxidant components in the green tea protect the skin from the inside out, and the pack directly improves pigmentation on the skin's surface, creating a synergistic effect. A word of caution: drinking very strong green tea on an empty stomach can irritate the stomach lining. It's better to drink it after a meal or brew it lightly. If you're sensitive to caffeine, it's best to drink it in the morning and avoid it in the evening. Have you ever tried to protect your skin from the sun for weeks at a time, besides just using sunscreen? Have you ever thought about a way to make your skin stronger against UV rays from within? Consider a method that boosts the skin's own defense power rather than just using an external barrier. SAN, restoring skin's acidity for health. Healthy skin is slightly acidic, maintaining a pH of around 5. Woo. This allows it to protect itself from harmful external bacteria and suppress the excessive activation of melanin cells. However, with age, frequent use of alkaline products, or incorrect washing habits, the skin's pH balance can be disrupted, shifting it towards alkalinity. This can damage the skin's barrier function, accelerate melanin cell activation, and worsen pigmentation. Green tea is mildly acidic and helps restore the skin's pH balance and strengthen its barrier function. 74-year-old Mr. Peterson often felt his skin was tight and red after washing his face, and no amount of moisturizer seemed to help the dryness. I taught him to mix a little green tea with the water during the final rinse of his face. I explained that the mildly acidic components in the green tea would neutralize any alkaline residue on his skin and restore its natural pH. A few days later, Mr. Peterson called me, expressing his satisfaction. He said his skin felt much more comfortable and moisturized after washing, and the tight feeling was gone. For the final rinse, when washing your face, add a small amount of freshly brewed green tea to the water and gently rinse your face with it. This neutralizes any alkaline residue on the skin, restoring a slightly acidic environment and strengthening the skin's barrier function. A word of caution: old green tea water can become a breeding ground for bacteria, so you must use freshly brewed green tea every time. It's best to throw away any leftover water. This one small habit can fundamentally change your skin's health. Does your skin feel tight or red after you wash it? Could the cleanser you're using be disrupting your skin's natural balance? Our skin is more delicate than we think and reacts sensitively to even small changes. Soot, a safe, natural ingredient for sensitive skin. Green tea is much less irritating and more effective for skin health than ingredients with a strong pH, like lemons or baking soda. This is a huge advantage as it can be safely used on the skin of older individuals whose barrier function is weakened and whose recovery ability is reduced. Strong chemical ingredients often found in whitening cosmetics can irritate sensitive skin or cause side effects. But green tea is far gentler. 82-year-old Mrs. Harrison had congenitally sensitive skin and couldn't use most whitening products. Even a slightly irritating ingredient would make her skin red and sore. She tried various skin treatments, but often had to stop due to irritation. When I recommended the green tea method, she was skeptical but decided to try it. To her surprise, the green tea pack caused no irritation to her sensitive skin, and she gradually saw her skin tone becoming clearer. She said, "I thought all natural wasn't always good, but this is truly different. If your skin is very sensitive, you can reduce the amount of tomato juice or use only the green tea extract. You can also store the brewed green tea in the refrigerator and use it as a cooling compress by soaking a cotton pad or a thin slice of cucumber in it and applying it to your face. This is especially effective for soothing and calming skin that feels hot or irritated. Since even natural ingredients can cause allergic reactions, it's always safe to test a small amount on a discrete area like your inner arm or behind your ear before applying it to your face." It's always a good idea to proceed with caution when trying a new method. Have you ever felt that your cosmetics are irritating your skin? Are you looking for a gentler, safer method for your precious skin? Our skin is a vital barrier that we must take care of for our entire lives. 3 other great natural combinations. Besides green tea, I want to introduce a few other natural combinations that can help your skin become healthier. These combinations use ingredients you can easily find at home, so they are a safe and effective way to manage your skin. The milk and honey combination. The lactic acid in milk helps gently remove old dead skin cells from the surface, clearing the skin. Lactic acid is a type of AHAA and works much more gently than chemical exfoliants, making it less irritating for sensitive skin. Honey is a natural humectant that provides moisture to the skin and is effective at soothing irritated skin with its anti-inflammatory properties. This combination softens and moisturizes the skin, giving it a healthy, radiant glow. It's especially good for the dry, flaky skin of older individuals. Mix a spoonful of fresh milk with a spoonful of honey. Soak a clean cotton pad in the mixture and apply it to your face like a pack. Avoiding the eyes and mouth. Focus on the areas with blemishes or age spots. After about 10 minutes, rinse it off with lukewarm water. If you use this once or twice a week, you'll see a brightening effect on your skin and an improvement in your skin tone. A word of caution: if you have a dairy allergy, you should avoid this. Milk spoils easily, so it's important to make a small amount with fresh ingredients each time and use it immediately. Storing it can lead to bacterial growth. Or aloe vera gel. Aloe vera is known for its excellent soothing properties and is especially good for sunburned or sensitive skin. The allosin component in aloe vera helps reduce inflammation, promote skin cell regeneration, and heal damaged skin. It also has a very high water content, over 95%, providing immediate hydration to dry skin and strengthening the skin's barrier function. It is particularly effective for irritated or inflamed skin. You can use pure aloe vera gel sold in stores, or, if possible, extract the gel directly from a fresh aloe vera leaf. You can apply a thin layer of the gel to your face and leave it on overnight like a sleeping mask. Or you can refrigerate it and use it as a cold compress by soaking a cotton pad in it or slicing a piece and applying it to your skin. This will maximize its soothing effect. A word of caution: the outer skin of the aloe vera plant can contain components that may cause allergic reactions, so you must use only the gel part. Before using it for the first time, it's recommended to do a patch test by applying a small amount to your inner arm to check for any skin reactions. San, licorice root extract. Licorice root is a plant widely used in traditional medicine and has excellent skin whitening and soothing properties. Components like glycyrrhizin and liquortin in licorice root suppress melanin production and help fade pigmentation. Liquortin, in particular, is known to be an effective ingredient for treating blemishes. Licorice root also has powerful anti-inflammatory effects that can help calm skin troubles and soothe sensitive skin. It can help even out overall skin tone. You can use licorice root powder by dissolving it in water to create a thick pack, or use a gentle cosmetic product that contains licorice root extract. If using it as a pack, apply it to a clean face and rinse it off with lukewarm water after about 15 minutes. A word of caution: some people may have an allergic reaction to licorice root, so a patch test is a must before use. If you are taking medication for a specific condition, it is safe to consult a specialist before using licorice root, as it may interact with some medications. This is especially important for people with high blood pressure, who should be careful with excessive licorice intake. My wife, who suffered from deep blemishes for 20 years, now smiles brightly at herself in the mirror every day. She no longer hides her face under a hat or cries every night. She has regained her old confidence, and her bright smile has brought more vitality into my own life. Blemishes and age spots are not just superficial skin problems. They are deep wounds that can erode our self-esteem and make us feel insecure. But as I've shown you today, by using natural ingredients that are all around us, these wounds can fade and even disappear completely. You, too, can wake up and smile at a changed version of yourself in the mirror, just like my wife. Today, I've shared with you a safe and effective way to manage blemishes and age spots, something I didn't even realize during my 40 years as a dermatologist. I've covered the amazing properties of green tea, including its ability to inhibit melanin production, protect against UV damage, restore skin acidity, and its safety for sensitive skin. I also introduce other natural combinations like milk and honey, aloe vera gel, and licorice root extract. All of these methods will help restore your skin's natural healing ability and its inner health. What's most important is consistency and patience. Methods that use natural ingredients won't give you dramatic results overnight. Instead, they focus on gradually and safely restoring your skin's fundamental health. It's not too late to start. Your skin is much stronger and has a more incredible ability to recover than you think. You don't have to accept skin changes as an inevitable fate just because you're getting older. Tonight, when you go to the supermarket, instead of buying expensive whitening cosmetics, I'll just put a bag of fragrant green tea and a couple of fresh tomatoes in your cart. Then, consistently follow the golden ratio and correct usage. I've taught you. In a few days and a few weeks, you will face a changed version of yourself in the mirror every morning. A change in your skin will immediately lead to a change in your heart. I hope you will experience for yourself how much this small beginning can change your confidence and the quality of your life. In my next video, I plan to introduce a secret natural pack combination to naturally solve chronic skin, dryness, and unbearable itching, which many older people suffer from. If you have trouble sleeping or experience discomfort in your daily life due to dry, flocky skin, you will find the answer in the next video. Please look forward to it. What one thing will you change today? If you start now, What kind of new life will you be living a year from now?